We got a lot of Tasmanian tigers. I feel like I saw a bunch of those, and then yeah, there was a few dodos.
Yeah, I mean, there were some duplicates, but all in all, I'd say uh, it wasn't like overwhelmingly just dodos, you know? Unlike something
And,
else that we'll be talking about later, but that's for later.
yeah. And most of these contestants, they had to draw or create their thing, so they could use, like, I don't know, pencils, paints. But then we also had a special category for AI drawing things. So you
Yes.
could use one of the AI drawing tools like Midjourney or Dolly to create one piece of art. So there is a special category for the AI drawing.
Yes. We introduced that one after the contest had started because we had gotten so many questions about if AI art was accepted in the contest. So we decided it'd be fun if Semblance just gave her own award for that. So the person who wins the Semblance AI art contest will get their own special role in our Discord server.
Ooh, it's fancy.
All right, well, let's get started. Kicking things off with fifth place, and then we'll work our way up to honorable mentions and then to first place. Congratulations to Specs! Yay, fifth place. They did something. They did a feature on a cave hyena, which was pretty cool. I didn't even know what a cave hyena was. Sorry, my cat is very distracting. So say
Yeah,
hi,
this one's
Minnie.
this one's cool. I really like how symmetrical it is, and like it has like a lot of 45-degree angles. It almost looks like it belongs in a video game. It's also pretty frightening. It looks like I
Yeah,
wouldn't want to see this in a cave.
the use of the
Uh,
symmetry tool was really impressive. I liked it a lot, and I that's like what made it stand out to me. So I think it's earned its place in the top five for sure.
yeah, great job, Specs.
All right, moving on to fourth place, Mambu '07. Their entry, let me just pull it up real quick because I didn't even, again, like the ones that won in this contest in the top five, a good chunk of them were animals that I didn't even know about. I'm sorry also for all of the sound that's going on outside. There's going to
Yeah,
be.
we can't really hear it. I think you sound good.
Oh, okay. Oh, great. Yeah, there's also probably going to be construction that happens downstairs. It was really loud before when I was getting ready for the show. So hopefully they don't start constructing again. All right, let's see. Mambu '07 did art on a. I'm sorry if I butcher this. A Waucacia butterfly, which was like they did a little write up about it, but they said very few papers have been published on the creature, and it seems to have no scientific description or name given to it. But the current consensus is that it's an arthropod of unknown affinities, with a bivalve like carapace. I Lots of scientific words that if I read the whole thing, I will just embarrass myself. But very thoroughly researched, it seems, for an animal that doesn't have much information on it. But we just really liked the art style. It stood out to everyone on the team, and we liked its unique composition, and the colors were nice. So, congratulations to Mambu '07. You did a
Great
really great
job.
job. Also, for everyone who has won a prize, I have the contest page on Reddit. You can always review it. It's also on Discord. But the prizes are available to see, and we'll be reaching out to all of the winners on Discord, Reddit, whichever platform you submitted your piece on. You can't see my cat, but he's being
Yeah,
ridiculous. Third
almost saw
place
that.
is DS Mockery's art. This person is always posting things like mad in our Discord art channel, and it's always really fun to see what they're doing. But we really liked this piece on its own, especially because it has like a bit of an homage to how T Rexes are related to birds. And it's just very sweet. And I think this was inspired by a documentary that came out recently about the ancestry of that.
Yeah, it's very nice. And they've submitted before, right? I think have they won before?
I don't know if they've won an art. We haven't really done an art contest in a while,
Okay.
but this was their first time, I think, submitting to a contest
Yeah.
of ours, and they did great.
Very beautiful. Yeah.
So
Quite,
congratulations, DS Mockeries. Keep up the great work.
quite a good drawer.
So second place, and then we'll dip into some honorable mentions, which we have quite a few because again we loved all of the entries everyone gave us, and then we'll move on to first
Uh,
place.
this is number two. Okay, I know what this one is.
Yep, this one was particularly unique to 13 seconds alt.
What?
Yeah.
It's made in Minecraft.
Yeah, this is the Minecraft dodo. This one was just so fun. Like, we didn't want to restrict the medium many of you guys worked in, so someone reached out to Aditya, our mod, on Discord and said, "Can I make something in Minecraft?" And we were like, "Yeah, why not?" So this was what they made, and we love it. It's super creative, and congratulations, 13 Sex.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
This one's good. They got like extra points for just being creative and kind of doing something we didn't expect. It's also very funny, a giant dodo in Minecraft.
I
So we
believe
liked it a lot.
they alluded that the island that they put this dodo on was also the island that dodos lived on. So
Oh,
it was a nice little touch in the written description.
I like the tree for scale in the background.
oh
Just so
yeah.
you know how big the dodo is, in case you didn't know. All right, so just we're gonna jump into some honorable mentions. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
my cat Vinny. I need to get him out of my lap because he's ruining.
Yeah, I think we had about 60 submissions, so we had a lot of good stuff.
We really
So,
did.
yeah, so we're gonna look through some of our favorite ones, and yeah, it was just fun to see all the different types of animals that people like. Because usually when you do extinct animals, you think, oh, dinosaurs, but we wanted to talk about all these other less well-known extinct animals.
All right. Again, we loved all of the entries that everyone gave us, so we wanted to pay as much homage as we could to everyone else who made really cool art. Our team members were like, I love this one," but we couldn't give everyone an award. So we're just gonna go in a quick line and say what we liked about these.
Yeah, the leg works, the arms and legs and fingers are really great on this one. This is super detailed.
Yeah, we said that. I mean, we always have to give a shout out to Archie. So for this one, it was like, it looks like he's looking for his tux, and he's like creeping along.
He looks ashamed.
It's okay. Nothing to be ashamed of, Archie. This one is by Mushi. I personally really liked this one a lot. I liked the use of the limited color palette, and it is pixel art, but it doesn't quite feel like it. So another unique piece, as I found most of these were, if not all of them.
Also as the dinosaur chicken theme. It's great.
This one by Quarter PL was actually vertical. I ended up cutting it in half, but I liked this little scene down here with the iguanodons and the babies. But up there is like a brachiosaur and then like a pterodactyl in the sky. But we really liked that it was like a complete scene. Our whole team appreciated that as well. So we wanted to give Quarter PL a shout out.
Oh yeah, Quarter PL is one of the mods in the, well, I guess he's not a mod, but they're always in the Discord. But when they posted it, it was so light, so we actually had to darken it up to see what was going on because we couldn't tell what was in the picture.
Yeah, and we're glad that we did because it was really good.
Yeah. Oh hey Hardick, how's it going?
Hello.
So, Lori's in the chat too.
Hi. Lori's one of our writers, so everyone say hi.
Yeah, it's actually great. Lori's hopping fun, but she's the main writer on the Extinction event. So if you played that, and she was on our previous stream, you may have seen her.
Our next honorable mention is this piece by Labriction. We really liked the use of crayon, which we didn't really see a lot of in entries, and we thought it was really good. Another one where it's all the details around it are cropped out, but the main piece is still there, and we thought it was really cool.
Yeah, this one Yeah, this one just really, I mean, on one side it looks like a child drew it, but on the other side it's very balanced and kind of has a warm vibe to it. So we liked it a lot.
Yeah, doesn't matter who drew it. It's still fun. I liked all the colors. This other one is by CTS Maniac. They made a dodo as well, but we liked how another one that's like it's kind of pixelated, but not really, and the way that they made the fur look feathery, it felt very just very cute and made the dodo look fluffy, which I know was something that our team really liked.
Yeah, so I guess dodo was the most drawn animal contest.
Possibly, but it wasn't entirely dodos.
That's what they used to say. Like you don't want to go extinct, like the dodo or something. It used to be a joke. They go extinct.
I guess people know about dodos the most because they are one of like the biggest species that went fully extinct in more recent history, especially thanks to humans. So, yay!
Right.
All right, moving on to the next one. This tetrapod by Jolly Ann, Pale Doggy.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is great, and you only got part of it in the picture here, but
Yeah.
the pixel art is really nice, and yeah, we really.
I had to format all of this so that it looked clean in the stream. So apologies if I cropped out some of the best parts of your pictures. Yeah, they're like
great.
palm trees in the top corner. So
Yeah, great work, Jolly. Nice.
if you want to see all of this art in its glory, I believe the channel is still up on our Discord. And if not, the winners will be posted in a Reddit post this weekend, and then you can check it out online. We'll post that in the Discord as well.
Yeah.
But again, another beautiful pixel art. This one had a bunch of crazy characters in it that I couldn't that I couldn't copy and paste properly. So I took the couple of letters that were in your username and I did my best. So I apologize for butchering your username, but made this fun saber-toothed tiger. We really liked the drama behind it, and it felt kind of spooky, which is perfect for the season.
Oh yeah, it does feel spooky.
Yeah, there's a full moon in the top right corner there.
Yeah, someone said we should bring a Cthulhu expansion.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It would be nice for Halloween.
We have other plans for that, but that's for later. So congratulations for honorable mentions to everyone. We have 2 more of those, and then we'll be moving on to the winner. So let's see who it is. This next honorable mention is by Kiki Fuenla's son, I believe. And they posted on Instagram that their kid made it and that they're a big Cells fan, and it was really sweet. We really liked all of the detail that went into this. We liked the colors and the setting, and they really went the extra mile with this entry. So we wanted to give them a shout out as well.
Yeah, nice work. We love it.
Things were getting close with this. These last ones almost made it for 5th place because the votes were so close. But yeah, again, everyone did a great job. It was really hard to pick. And then this last honorable mention is by Justin Beaver.
Justin Bieber.
They did this happy-looking Ankylosaurus, which was another team favorite. We had quite a few entries on lined paper, but like the art on it was so good. It's really cool seeing all the mediums that everyone chooses. So congratulations, and we're now moving on to 1st place. Should we do a little bit of a drum roll, guys?
Yes, drum roll.
Can I get a drum roll here?
Yes. All right, let's do it. Yeah. So many contestants. So out of like 70 contestants, this is the best extinct animal.
This is the one that our whole team was like, yes, we definitely need to have them win 1st place. Yay,
Wow.
Jayod Wall. I'm so sorry if I butchered your username,
Beautiful.
but we love your art. It's very, very pretty. It features 2 Tasmanian tigers just kind of chilling, eating some grass, which they can't do anymore, but they still do it in our hearts. And I think construction is finally happening, in the apartment downstairs. So I apologize for any inconvenience in the audio moving forward with the show.
Yeah, we can't hear it, so I think you're good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
But yay, congratulations! We love your art, and you won the big prize. I know that you're on Discord, so I believe Aditya will be reaching out to all of the winners who are on Discord and Reddit, and so just expect a message from us within the week. And we hope you all enjoy your prizes. All the winners will be posted on Reddit, so if you want to see a big post with all the winners like compared to each other, you can check it out this weekend.
Yeah, and if you want to see these contest entries, they're also in our Discord in the contest channel, so you can see everything that was submitted.
I just realized that I didn't upload the graphic for the winner of the Semblance Art Contest, but you know what? That's some incentive to go and check out our Discord. So the person who won the Semblance Artistry Award will be announced on our Discord today. So keep an eye out for that.
Oh no, okay. Which do we know? Should we describe which one? I guess you got to check on.
It's a surprise.
Okay. So we're gonna post that in the contest channel. The
Yes.
winner of the AI one.
Yes.
Yeah, we were really with the AI. The AI drawing stuff has been really fascinating to see. So yeah, we might do some more contests in the future with the AI drawing stuff.
And as for what the winners won, I just need to pull up the contest page again to remind myself, because this contest probably had the biggest selection of prizes that we've ever done. So it was hard to keep it all straight. I know all the prizes have choices as to what you would want to win. Like, none of them were just, you just get Cells merch or you just get Darwinium. There were a couple different things to choose from for everybody.
We got Moshi. Moshi, I don't know if you saw, but you won, I think, 4th place, I believe. You might have
Oh yeah,
missed
Mushi.
Moshi.
Yes, I believe you won 4th place. So you got yourself a prize. Congratulations.
Great job, Mushi. I don't know what, oh, and Mushi wants to know when the art. Oh, he's. So yeah, I don't know when the next art contest is going to be. We're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, well, there will be other contests that come your way. Right now, we're a little preoccupied with making our newest exploration and another event on top of that. So that's what we'll be talking about today. So congratulations to all of the winners. I will be posting the winners in a Reddit page, so if you are curious to see what everyone won, I'll be linking all the prizes in there as well. But I think for now, we're gonna move on with the show, because I think everyone's really excited to hear about what the new exploration is going to be. So we're going to show you a little bit of gameplay with that. But for now, if it wasn't already obvious based on the background, some of the themes of the social posts that went out about our live stream, can anyone take a guess about what this exploration is about? I feel like it's a little on the nose here. Yeah, everyone's got it. Money, 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 money. So this next exploration is actually about the history of money. And I know that we're exploring some themes about money that not a lot of people think about at first when you think money. So Andrew, I know you've been really heavily involved in the development of it. So I will leave this segment to you.
Yeah, so the next expansion or the next exploration is about the history of money, and we're going to talk about money's evolution from its origins, like where it came from, coming out of like this thing called the gift economy, where you had like tribes trading like gifts between each other, and then coming into this thing called commodity currencies, where there's a thing called the cowrie shell that they used to trade back and forth a lot, and then that cowrie shell kind of evolved to coins, and then it goes into like paper money and modern banking, and eventually we get to like digital currencies and credit payments to where we are today. So we're going to talk about the long history of currencies and some of the things that have affected it. Um,
Yeah. So should we jump into the gameplay? I have it all queued up and
Yeah,
ready to
let's take
go.
a look. Yeah, this is so we did just start with some beta testing. So this is pretty early, but this is yeah, we're alpha testing this right now. So a few people have already seen it. So we're trying some different things. Like right now, you'll notice you start off not making one unit. We were thinking like you have to like tap to earn like this labor currency in the beginning, and then this talks about like the prehistory of money before money was even a thing. That was one thing we're trying to understand. Like, what did people even do before there was money?
Ooh.
And it turns out it gets a little cloudy. Like a lot of people say, like, oh, it's barter. Bartering was the first thing there. But after more research, it turned out there was more like this kind of gift economy where people just kind of trusted if you were part of a tribe or like a small village, you just kind of trusted that people would kind of pay you back, or they kept kind of a ledger in their minds of like who owed what to each other. Um, so at the very beginning of this, we talk a little bit about like the main uses of money. So uh, the money has like it's at its root, it's a medium of exchange, so you can exchange it for other things in society. So but it has to be accepted by a lot of people. So if you try to trade like coins from one country to another, that country has to agree that the coins are worth something. So there's like this idea of trust, this shared trust that people have in currencies. Um, another use of money is this unit of account. And the icon we have is an abacus, which was an old calculator. This is the idea that you can kind of account. You can keep account if someone owes a lot of money or is buying something. You can use it to know the amount of the money. And then finally, store of value is like the third main use of money, and this allows us to it doesn't lose its value over time. Um, but these concepts we're still trying to define them here. So this is like kind of a definition of money, and at this part, it's like the prehistory of money before you get into actual money. So let's unlock the first generator here. And
Oh.
this generator is called commodity, and this refers to commodity currency. And you're going to be unlocking the cowrie shell. And a cowrie shell is there are many different types of early forms of currency that were kind of used in different parts of the world. But the cowrie shell or shells were like a big one that kind of was used by multiple cultures. So in this garden, you're trying to. So if you just tap a lot on the glass there, you're going to be filling up this container with these cowrie shells, and you're also earning. Uh, yeah, you're earning the cowrie shells, and I don't think you can see it on Emily's. Oh, you can't see it on Emily's screen. So you'll note at the top it's counting the cowrie shells, but there's also three more empty slots. So in this expansion, because money has a lot to do with different currencies, so we wanted to have multiple currencies for this event. So currently there's four different currencies you'll be collecting over the course of the event.
This is so cool. This is actually my first time like playing around in the garden. And this is so fun.
Yeah. So right now we're still so this is really early. Right now we're not sure what to do. It's just like so John who's created this is kind of a bank vault. I guess if you swing around, there's all these like vault doors and it's kind of like a futuristic vault. But as you get deeper into the expansion, you're going to unlock more stuff. And right now there's like a progress bar that's filling up, but we're not really sure what's happening there. Also, at this point, I think you filled up the container, so we're not sure what to do. It just keeps filling up, so we're still prototyping what to do there.
Honestly, it's just really satisfying to like be clicking and to see it like animating with it. I mean, me personally as a player would really just enjoy doing this.
Yeah,
It's really satisfying.
yeah, it's fun just going there. And right now they fall. He's got it so they fall to the ground and then they go into the container.
Yeah.
But we're trying. So okay. So you unlock commodity. So commodity currencies, like so, this is before banknotes and coins. We needed a currency that you could trade things like cattle, or clothing, or tools. So you might be able to buy like a hammer with like 30 of these shells, these cowrie shells, and they were generally agreed on that like they had some value to them. Um, and so the beginning part of the game, you're just learning about this very early, I guess, traditional um, kind of form of money. And so for the background, we use some shells on some dirt there. But you're going to unlock different currencies from around the world. So there's some very interesting types of currencies. There's like one that I find really neat is like this I think it's like a Q queb or something, but it's a rope with knots on it, and these knots represent kind of the value of the currency. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Quip Q. So they actually do record keeping by the number of knots that are in the ropes. Um,
Yeah,
uh,
I think the texture work on this is beautiful so far too.
yeah, that was nice. Uh, that's actually an AI created texture.
No way.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's crazy. So
Wow.
so you can do textures with Midjourney. You can do tiled things. So we're experimenting a little bit with that. Uh, I don't know if anyone's played with the AI drawing stuff, but it is neat. So yeah, this gets really into money. So we're talking about precious metals. So like we're gonna answer some questions of why metal or like gold and silver became precious, and it becomes used in coins. And then we also talk about, I think one of the upgrades says intrinsic value. So the idea that some things like have a value in them, like gold is kind of naturally valuable to human beings, but then other things like shells might be less valuable, or like a rope. So we in the beginning of this expansion, we talk about some of these concepts, and then it eventually tells the story of coins and how governments kind of start creating the economies, and then things move to paper money, and eventually like digital payments.
Very
So
cool. Yeah, I know you. The money team is really going all in on the as much of the complete history as we can fit within the node limit that we have for explorations. But all in all, I'm really impressed so far with all of the content that you've made for it.
yeah, yeah. So we're busy working on it. Hopefully, so we just started beta testing. So the people that are already playing it, thanks for helping. We're probably have a few more weeks. In terms of schedule for this, it might might come out after the end of this month, after Halloween. But it just depends how fast it goes. But yeah, if you're interested in helping more with this, just join the Discord beta channel. They have directions on how to play the beta.
Yeah. So, this is really all the information we can share about money so far. We're still in development with it right now, but when we're getting closer to its actual release, you'll start to be able to tell because we'll be alluding to it on our socials. We'll give everyone a heads up. We might have a countdown, but you'll know.
Oh, Emily, before we move away from the demo, I also wanted just to show that we're adding a new tab to the game. If you open the side panel, I think the events tab should be there. So we wanted to let people know. So the events are a bigger part. We've been focusing on them for a while, but right now the events run every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks you get a chance to play one of the events that we've already run. We're planning to move that up to have an event running every week. So to do that, we wanted to communicate more like what the schedule was for events. So in the upcoming version, which should be coming out in a week or two, there's going to be a new tab, the exploration tab, and this will show you like what the current event is and what the one coming is next. So you see at the top it says the price of trust. It's got the badges and lodgets you can earn, and it also shows next week you're going to have rerunning the philosophy event. So that's going to happen in 7 days. So the idea of this tab will kind of show you the schedule. So if there's an event you're really excited about, you can, if you missed it in the past, you can see when it's coming up.
Yeah, this
But
menu is great. I really appreciate having the calendar so I can put in my own personal calendar when to play the next event.
Yeah, so that tab's new, and then the prizes. I think for money we'll have one or two new Logic prizes. We are gonna be right now we're focused on this Halloween event, but then we're gonna switch gears and put some more prizes out. So there's fun stuff to unlock.
What? A Halloween event? What's that? Find out later on in the show.
Yeah, so we also have yeah, stick around and we're gonna talk about the Halloween event, which is coming out before Halloween.
In the meantime, thanks for waiting on our very long rant, Anna Maria. But now it's your time to shine. Anna Maria does a lot of things behind the scenes, but she's a very talented game designer and economist is the official term. She does a lot of the maths and the sciences, the stuff that I personally am not very good at. So I greatly admire all the work that you put into doing this, Anna Maria.
Thank you. It's a lot of math.
But we do have some math to share with everyone today. I know the Logit prizes that we have for everyone. We actually have some data behind which ones are the most popularly picked, which ones people buy the most, and it's just really interesting to see those numbers. So I know Anne Maria, you'll be going into detail about that. We have some fun graphs to show you, but before we show them, I think it'd be fun to have everyone guess what they think is the most sought after Logit prize. Does everyone have a guess?
Yeah, so everyone in chat, what do you think the most popular Logit prize is? So we're going to show you what is being bought, like the most popular items that people want.
I mean, we would all guess, but we already saw the graph, so.
Someone's saying I think the trophies specifically. People are saying dancing flatworm, the fungus node, yeah, fungi node, very popular. Or
The
like
nodes are all
volcano.
good guesses. Dancing flatworm, it should be dancing flatworm in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of debate because some of the nodes they give you nodes on the tree which improve your production, and then other things are purely cosmetic. So there's a bit like which are more valuable to get.
Island Time Archie is my favorite personally,
Nice.
but
One of my favorites too. I really do love dancing flatworm and dancing Archie. I know that there's like a bit of a feud going on in the Discord, where it's like Flatworm versus Archie, and I personally, as like an Archie stan myself, I love both. It's hard for me to pick sides.
We got the nanobot skins. Cool. Yeah, let's should we take a look? Let's see what are players actually spending their hard-earned logits on.
Let's do it. Here's the graph. If you need me to zoom in on anything, let me know. I know it can be a little hard to read the text. I think I'll just do that.
Yeah, see if you can zoom in. Yeah.
So so you can really see the text.
so the first thing that I'd like to caveat this with is that if this is all time, so prizes that came out earlier are obviously gonna have a little bit more purchases just because people had more time to buy them. But that said, anyone who said trophy nodes were absolutely right. Those are by and far the crowd favorites. Dancing flatworm and the is not as high as I would like it, but it's pretty high up there.
Yeah, I think all in all, like the artifacts are definitely the most popular because they make the most sense. They contribute extra content for your main simulation or one of your bubble universes. It provides a little extra bang for your buck. While the cosmetics, it's like they're fun. They're extra little flavor pieces.
Yeah, one surprise, so flat Earth, wireframe Earth, donut Earth are actually quite low compared to Pangea Earth, which is also an Earth upgrade. So I was surprised that more people actually like the more like historical correct options versus something that's more like fantasy.
I know. In addition to this, you also have a fun graph about the events and some of the data behind that. So I'll show that as well. I think I'll have to zoom out for this one because otherwise it gets a little clipped behind our cameras. But why don't you talk a little bit about this, Anna Maria?
There's like two parts to this. The first chart, which is the one on the left, is our players per event. Extinction was actually our biggest event ever. We had about 300,000 people play the Extinction. Fungi and James Webb event were a little bit smaller at about 250,000 people, and then the big questions was 200,000. And it was really interesting to see like what people preferred and like which ones we did better on in terms of like just getting the message out there. And it's really nice to see that people like Extinction and played it. Then on the right we have it's not as clear, but in all of the events we have our 3 badges, and so those are like the completion rates for each for the first run of each event. So the first time anyone played James Webb, about 60% of people got the first badge, 30% of people got the second badge, and 20% of people got the third badge. And that goes down. It's about the same for each event, but I thought it was neat to see like if you got badge 3 for the Extinction, you were all in the top 18% of people for that event.
Wow, that's really cool. And I know it's even more exciting to see that people liked Extinction so much because you worked so hard on it, Anna Maria. For anyone who doesn't know, Anna Maria is one of the masterminds behind all of the pricing and the design of gameplay for Extinction. So if you really liked it, thank Anna Maria for having such a good time.
Yeah, yeah, it really was kind of work because and when we make the events, there's like the writing, but there's also the game design. So those two things have to kind of come together and kind of dance around a little bit. Yeah, I wanted to ask Anna Maria, what was like doing the tuning? Like, what was the most challenging part of designing the economy for the Extinction event?
So the Extinction events are interesting because you have the reset on them. And like I really like that mechanic. I thought it was a neat way of changing things up with the kind of classic self formula. But when you reset a player's income to 0, it is very hard to pick things back up from there. Even with our like Luca was producing currency throughout the entire thing, but I couldn't be sure how many Luca any given player would have at a time. So trying to compensate for that and make sure no one got like too far left behind was definitely the biggest challenge for that.
Yeah, because I guess a player could extinct and not buy enough Luca, so there's a range. Like some players might have 100 at that point, and some players might only have 50, and then that could mean it would be way slower for them at that point.
Yep, for sure. If you hadn't bought enough Luca, you could get a little bit stuck. Yeah. We tried to like lower the margin there, but we also used the missions to help guide people a little bit there. In that, if you were buying the amount of Luca the missions recommended, you were staying pretty close to our target.
Yeah, I know. Like all the gameplay in Extinction was just like it was so cool because there's nothing quite like it with all the other explorations that we have. So whenever it comes around in our new rotation schedule that we're going to have for all the explorations, I know that one's always going to be picked up pretty fast in comparison to the others. Although I'm personally a big fan of Big Questions, I'm a little bummed it performed so poorly compared to the other ones. But I mean, people are still playing it, so obviously someone's enjoying it.
It did, yeah, it did really well on the reruns too. So if you did miss Extinction, you'll get to play it, I think, in a few weeks. Next week, we're running Fungus and then Philosophy, but then you'll get to play Extinctions again.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, Anna Maria. It's been really fun to see all the numbers. I know our players get to really enjoy seeing all of the data behind what goes into making the sausage of these explorations. All right. Well, now, before we head into what the code is for some free Darwinium, which I know a lot of you are here for, we wanted to just give you a little bit of a teaser for another event that we're working on. It's spooky season, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware, and we wanted to hop on the spooky bandwagon and give us something to just have a little extra fun with. So get ready for a spooky ghost hunt that's going to be happening in the simulation sometime during October. Another thing that you'll be able to find out more information about on our socials once the time gets closer, but it is getting pretty close. I won't divulge in too much information because we're still in the later stages of development for it right now. But for anyone who's playing the beta, you probably already have a good idea of what the event is going to be. So, Andrew, do you want to say more details about the event?
Sure. I mean, it's so we're definitely doing a ghost hunt, and so you'll be looking for ghosts of maybe an extinct animal. Oh, okay, it's a so you're gonna have to find these dodo ghosts. So this kind of continues our extinction theme, but maybe we were thinking about the extinction event when we kind of came up with the idea for this, but we like the idea of these extinct animals, and maybe the ghosts of them are kind of haunting the simulation. So yeah, right now I think there's about 50 ghosts you're gonna have to find, and they're all over the primary simulation. So they're in every different garden. So this one is in the primordial soup, but there's a bunch in the land garden. There's some in the sea garden. There's even some on Mars, and you've got to kind of search around and find all of these to get a special secret achievement at the end of it.
Yes, so we highly recommend for anyone who's a completionist with Zelda Singularity, we highly recommend you play this event in full.
So, yeah, it's a full dodo graveyard, Toast says. Yeah, and I think the timing, we want to run it for about 2 weeks. So we think it's going to start, the ghost hunt will start about the 19th, and you'll have until November 3rd, a few days after Halloween. We've already started beta testing it. So if you do, again, want to try it, hop into the beta channel on Discord and you can give it a shot. Some of the dodos are very hard to find. So yeah, so we'll see if people can find them. We're still working on the hiding spots too. So if you're playing in beta, those hiding spots might change. We don't want them to be impossible to find, but we're tweaking that.
Yeah. So anyone who is enrolled in the beta program, we really appreciate your feedback on that, so that we can just do one more layer of polish before it's ready to go out for all universe architects. All right. And with that, I think it's time to share what the Darwinium Code is. Thank you, everyone, for hearing all the stuff that's been going on with the Cells team. We're really excited about all the new events that are coming out. So let us know what you think about them. We have our Q&A session coming up at the end of the show here. I'll share the Darwinium Code, and then feel free to start asking questions now. But before I reveal the code, does anyone have any guesses as to what it could be?
So it's a type of money or a type of currency, and it might be an older type of currency.
It might be a word that we've already said.
Dodo. Rubles, dodo, nope. Shekels. Oh, shekels is an excellent guess. Shekels is in the expansion. Coin. It's not coin, but...
And this is for 20 Darwinium cubes.
Yeah, QPEG, close. Shells, very close. But what kind of shells?
All right, I think I'm gonna jump right in. Yeah, these are all good guesses. Cowries. I learned
seashells. Cowries.
Seashells are close enough.
Cowrie
yes,
shells.
Cowrie shells. Good job.
And that's what cowries look like in the picture. So a long time ago, these were traded just as paper money and coins were. Sounds like calories, yeah.
It kind of does. I learned that cowrie is spelled both IE and with a Y, singularly. Like, you can just kind of use them interchangeably, so I decided to just go with plural. So that's COW, like cow, RIES, all caps. For anyone who is an Android or Steam player, you can redeem the code by going into the top right hamburger menu, scrolling down to redeem code, and typing in this code there. And you should be getting 20 Darwinium cubes. Again, we apologize for iOS players. Unfortunately, the only way you can redeem the code is if you have access to a Steam account and using our cloud save transfer system to switch back and forth, redeem it in Steam, and then bring it back, your save file, into your iOS device. We do want to improve that tool and make it more accessible for iOS players. It's another thing that's on the list, though, and it's a long list. So hang tight in the meantime. We appreciate your patience. So, that's calories, all caps, no spaces. And I'll pull up the Darwinium code again at the end of the show. All right. And if anyone has any questions for us, now's a good time to ask. You can ask us questions about any of the topics that we covered in the show so far. Anything about money, or the money exploration that we're doing, about the Halloween event that we're doing with the Dodo Ghost Hunt. If you have questions about the Extinction Art Contest winners, and what we have planned afterwards. If you have any community questions for me, I'll do what I can to answer. If you have questions about how we handle game design and all of like the number crunching that goes into the explorations, Anna Maria is here and can offer her expertise. And again, if you have any questions about what we have planned for the future or what is going on right now, Andrew is a great resource.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, first, Lori wants to know what your cat's name is.
My cat's name is Vinny. He has a striking resemblance to Vincent van Gogh, but he has more of a Vinny personality. So.
All right. Okay. So, question. Cinecine Pie. So the Halloween event will come out yearly with the same rewards, or will it be exclusive for each year? So this is the first time we're running it. We do plan to run it again. The prize this year is a secret achievement that you can only get from the Ghost Hunt. Next year, I don't know. Yeah, I think it might be. Yeah, I don't know. If you've already completed it the previous year, you might get some lodgets. But we'll have to wait till next year for that.
We have a question about when the Beyond Phase 2 is coming out. We actually have an updated roadmap about what we're planning to do in the more immediate future. Right now, our focus is on the explorations, so we hope you're looking forward to more diverse content in shorter bursts of time. I know we have our sights set on a couple expansions that we want to do, not explorations, in the more near future. So we'll be releasing our newer updated roadmap sometime soon on Reddit.
Yeah, like right now we're not actively working on the Beyond, so our plan for the rest of the year is, well, we're trying to get this expansion, the money one, out probably the very early part of November, and then Anna Maria is secretly working on another expansion or another event with Lori, and hopefully that's coming out before December. And then December, we want to do something like a special event for the holiday season, which we don't know yet. But so then in the new year, then we're focusing on, I think on our roadmap, we're redoing the Civilization Garden, and it's adding astronomy to the main simulation. I know a lot of players like are at end of content and they want new stuff on the main sim. So the beginning of next year, we're planning on that. And that'll include astronomy content, which kind of links into the Beyond Phase 2. So, yeah, probably early mid part of next year, we will have a lot more. We'll know kind of what we're doing with the Beyond Phase 2.
We have a lot of plans, and we're really excited about all of it. It's just a matter of getting to all of it. Yeah. So we're doing our best to communicate it to you all in the roadmap.
We might let people we're also talking about letting people reset the Beyond, because it's like once you beat it, you're just stuck at rank 17, and like some people do want to play it again, so we might let them play it again and keep some progress. But we want the prestige to be different than the dinosaurs, where you just play it again and again. So we're not sure yet.
right. We have a few other questions as well. Yeah, if anyone has any questions in addition to this, now's the chance to ask. We're happy to answer any of the ones that we can.
So like, so Lay T is asking about the event thing. So yeah, like why are there timed events? And like how are they different between the longer term stuff? I think it's more like, I mean, the events are like kind of a popular thing that a lot of games are doing now, where it's like you might have stuff that's happening like every week or every other week, that's almost on the side of the main game. We One of the reasons we like it is because we can make them a little faster and we can explore different topics. Um, so like and we can try new game mechanics. So with the extinction event, we were able to try some new stuff that we didn't do in the main game. And then we can also create it a little bit shorter. I think extinction took about 10 weeks to develop, whereas the beyond took about like over 10 months to do. So it's still a little bit of an experiment for us. I mentioned earlier that we do an event every 2 weeks. We are going to be moving that to every week. So if you're just starting to play, or you have been playing for a while, you'll be able to play those more frequently if you missed one. But we haven't forgot about the main game either. So once we get a few more events out, then we're shifting gears and we're going to focus more on the main game too. So it's kind of two different separate things. You got the main game with things like the Beyond and dinosaurs, and then you have these like kind of shorter, other topic events going on.
It also doesn't bloat the game if we do time limited events. Like if it's something that's around forever, it's part of your app or download, and there's limits and stuff to that. But shorter timed events, we can pop them in and pop them out, so it makes it easier for us.
And it makes it easier for our players.
Are you kind of hinting at the technical things that it solves? Like right now we're actually really struggling with we're having a hard time adding more stuff to the main simulation. We want to update the civilization garden, but we're running out of like memory space in the main scene. So if we do them in separate kind of worlds, it allows us to be more creative on the art side, because we have it's kind of a blank slate.
Hardik was asking, transforming Glassnode Chamber when? I know, yeah, that area definitely needs a little bit of love.
Yeah, we this is another like technical problem, because really the terminus chamber should be like your trophy room where you should see all your accomplishments, but currently it only works in the main simulation. So we wanted to renovate it so you could view it wherever you were in the game, but there's some technical problems there. Because really all like anytime you win an event, you should get something in the terminus chamber, or like your achievements. It should really show like your total progress. So hopefully we'll be able to shift it back that way, but there's some programming issues we ran into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hardik, I hope you're. Yeah, it sounds like you're not doing so well. So I just want to give you best wishes. I really like the 3D model you did of the philosophy thing. That was really cool. I know you like 3D modeled that whole thing. That was neat.
All right.
Oh yeah. Toast is also asking about the terminus chamber. Yeah, we feel like the terminus chamber is really cool. We have to figure out how to kind of consolidate all these ideas and put them in one place.
Yes, in a perfect world, everything would be more closely married to each other. So we'll be getting to that all at some point, but I know right now our focus is on explorations. So exploration content is in a good place right now.
Let's see, will there be a plant update? I don't know, Emily. There's something kind of related to plants.
Well, plants are a very popularly requested topic from our players, which we definitely acknowledge that. So, thank you for your suggestion. We hear you. We also have someone asking, what will the next Discord event be? Which I appreciate. I'll just let you know right now. I'm working with Aditya on getting some events out in Discord at some point. I guess I'll announce the news now. I'm actually going to be away for about a month. I'm going on a very long vacation next week because I'm getting married. So our thank you. Our social media will not be or I mean, I'll be managing some things from afar lightly, but I'm leaving a lot of things in the hands of our team while I'm away. So I'll be out before our Halloween event goes live and during the run of the money event. So if things feel a little different, things changed, or anything like that, I mean, I'll be away. So probably a tone of voice will be the difference, and that's about it. But that's actually a good question. I'm not 100% sure what all the Discord events are going to be, but our team is brainstorming for that for while I'm away.
Yeah, we'll see if we do the money thing. Lori, well, congratulations, Emily. That's huge news, and we're really excited
Thank you.
for you and Luke. But yeah, we'll do our best to keep things going.
You'll all do great.
Let's see, Emily. They want to space Archie someday.
Don't we all?
That's what
I'm telling you, Andrew. Everyone on the team wants Space Archie.
I think
all of our players want Space Archie.
I think we'll get it in there. Yeah, we do it. We do have to come with more prizes. So I think we only have about 18 prizes in there, but we're hoping to like triple the amount of prizes. We have a lot of neat ideas for stuff to add. We just it's kind of slow creating stuff.
I think a Space Archie would be a great addition for when we do our next space themed exploration, or when we do a James Webb rerun at some point. Like, he'd be good to release along a space themed exploration.
Yeah. Someone asked also about spending more metabits. Yes, that's kind of in the camp of the beyond. We need to switch back to the main game and really think about how to structure it. But yeah, we know we do eventually want to add more upgrades for the metabits and flesh out the long game.
We are a little past our time, so I think we have enough time for one or two more questions. If there's any questions that pop out, feel free to answer. Mythology exploration.
Oh yeah, how would that work? Oh, fantasy creatures or like different mythology. There's so many different mythologies.
Yeah, like anything that's like there are so many different directions to go in with like mythological or like cryptic creatures. I feel like that's a really popular request that we get too.
Yeah, that could be cool. What about the phobia exploration?
Oh, someone said that you look like an actor, Andrew.
Thank you. I actually shaved for the show.
And also that is Andrew. He is Lunch. He is the creator of Self Singularity. So now you know. The more you know.
Yep. Let's see. Any other final questions? Let's see. Someone's asking, my brother's looking to become a game dev, but I'm not sure if he really has an idea of what that's like. Can you give me an idea of what it's like, the day in the life of the game dev?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know.
I always recommend for people like start thinking about becoming a game dev is trying to make a game by themselves first. Like, it doesn't have to be a big scale, but a little thing, because a lot of people don't understand how like it's a lot of cascading dominoes once you start making a project, and like things that go wrong, then you have to compensate for things that you didn't really think about when you started the project. So just trying it out helps, and it's different project to project because like the team size and the project scale and even like what your particular game dev role is will affect that a lot.
That's really good advice.
Yeah, what would you recommend? Did you start off with the Unity engine, Anna Maria, or did you play around with other game engines before?
I started with Unity, but I had a coding background before I started development. I know my brother started making games in Scratch because that was really easy. In my personal experience, working with a team is easier than making a game on your own. Because you have people to help compensate for you. So if he can make games on his own and it's about him working with a team, as long as like you can be a team player and you know how to communicate what you need and like communicate ideas and stuff, it's a good job. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I honestly really enjoy working with a team as well. I personally don't develop for games, but working with developers, I see how hard it can be, especially if you're not like someone with a technical mindset. So it's a challenge, but it's incredibly rewarding if you go into it with a positive attitude and then persist when things go wrong, and then if you make something that you're really proud of, it's all worth it.
Cool. And Hardick's asking, do we plan any multiplayer stuff in the future? Um, at the moment, no, we don't have plans for multiplayer, but we are doing some work on our backend save system. And the save system may also create unique accounts for players, and we might be able to do some multiplayer on top of those player accounts. I was hearing about in Egg Inc. I think they do. You can team up with like four players, and then you guys work towards a goal together. So there might be certain things where like you're working with people to achieve like a really high number or something. Um, but that's just kind of future stuff. We do um, one multiplayer thing you can do is with the ghost hunt that's coming up in 2 weeks. You can definitely participate online and in our Discord to try to find and help other players find all the dodo birds that are going to be haunting the simulation in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be really exciting. All right. Well, I think that's all the time we have today for questions. I think last time we opened up a document for people to ask questions in like through our Discord that Aditya released and in the announcements. So I would like to do that again in the meantime for in time for our next live stream. So we'll work on creating a form for anyone who hasn't had their questions answered, or if you have other ones that you want to ask, there'll be a platform for that. So, thank you everyone for watching the show with us. This is the code for anyone coming in late. It's cowries, all caps, COWRIES, like the shell, or many shells. So take that to the bank with your 20 Darwinium cubes. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself in the simulation. And we will see you for our next show in December when I'm back.
Yeah. Thanks everyone. Thanks everyone for joining. And yeah, keep an eye out in 2 weeks for our spooky dodo ghost hunt.
Mm-hmm. And thank you, Anna Maria, for joining us. It was great having you on.
I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. Well, thank you, everyone. We'll catch you later. And remember,
Bye.
Stay cellular.
Stay cellular, everyone.
All right. Bye.